Hey guys, Rick with DV Laser Works. I hope you all are having a great day. Yesterday posted a video or pictures of doing glass using Cermark and fiber laser. Now, one of the things that you all have to realize that all lasers, of course, are different. They're going to be fairly close with fibers, but you know, it is what it is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you different things. A lot of this work is being done with light burn, so take that with a grain of salt. And if you have, like, if you're using EasyCAD 2 or 3, I'm not certain about it, but I think there is some things. A lot of the settings will translate, but everything's just a mere suggestion. Now, what we have here is light burn, and you go under laser tools, go to the drop down menu, and this will help y'all with those of you that have 50 or stronger lasers or what have you. But you know, I've got my presets for glass right there. That's what I've found has worked very well for me. But these are a lot of settings. You can change this up. And you know, you can go down, drop down right here. Both sides will have the same thing: speed, power, interval, passes, and frequency. Speed, power, interval, passes, frequency. And this is where you kind of have your moment. And this will work for all materials that you have set up as to what you're going to be doing. Now, like I said, this will work on every laser. This is just a startup for me. It's not, you know, not something that everybody has, not something that everybody will do. But it'll give you a general idea. It'll put you in a ballpark. And the beautiful thing about the materials test generator, you could break it all the way down to where, you know, you could do like like on mine, I've got it 5mm by 5mm, but basically 5 by 5 squares. It'll have your power settings. It'll work on all materials, different metals, your polymers, woods, if you're working on CO2, all that fun stuff. And in our case today, we're going to be doing glass. Now with glass, you know, this is the semblance of the test right here. You'll notice this right here, and I did test our original, but this is going to be your material test generator pattern right here. That was the best one that I had. And you know, this is from CO2. These were my attempts at different sprays. I think maybe just strictly fiber, but you can see how well it worked. It's not great, it's not bad, but it works for what we're doing. So let me show you what we're going to be doing. Now, this is how it's going to look like after you spray it. Now, of course, you got to take all the safety precautions. Don't spray inside unless it's well ventilated, all that fun stuff. And of course, don't stare at the laser with your keepers. Those are the only two you got, so don't do that. this is something we're gonna be doing it on this for right now, and I will throw up a quick design and go from there. I will attempt to video it. This will be done on a flat method, nothing big. The settings and everything is basically, there's no no standoff. Everything's in focus. It's not out of focus, either below or above. Now, that said, you got the time, you got the patience, by all means do so. And voila. Now this is before rinsing it off, and all it is just simple water, nothing magical, no hocus pocus magic juice or anything like that, just regular H2O, and I will show you the results. All right, now this stuff is called charcoal. Now with everything has different productions, different ways of it hitting. Apparently size does matter. Now this isn't as dark as I want it to be, and as you can see, I just wiped off the center area where I was engraving, but I'm still not mad about it. You know, this is not gonna scratch off or anything like that. So again, it's practice. It is getting in there, checking things out. If you got light burn, try that material test. That will save your bacon more than anything. Start at a guesstimate and then work from there. Find out what works for you. Things change. All materials are different, and having the best way of engraving these things is what helps us out as engravers. If you have any other questions, just reach out to me. I can't speak to EasyCAD. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. I still do have it by proxy. My dongle cannot be found. Oh well. But this will work on, you know, doing these settings. Once you figure out what your settings are, go from there. This was just a cheap wine bottle that I got from Amazon, and it was even with the size of it, it was slow, it was painful. The engraving that I showed yesterday, or the marking I showed yesterday, it was about 3 minutes maybe, something along those lines. But again, I'm not mad about this. It's charcoal, it's marked, you can see it. You put up against clear liquid or white background, it's easy peasy. But again, everything is subjective. You may have to slow it down a little bit. You may have to add more heat to it. I mean, arguably this was done at 10% power. So I'm not that mad about it. It was done at 0.4 speed, 10% power, and a frequency of 200. The frequency may be off. I don't know. But that's where going in and testing with these materials will help you in the long run. Because, and again, every machine's different. You run if you run that material test, you go through and you say, all right, I started out with this big of a block, now let's narrow it down. Now let's narrow it down. Okay, this is perfect. That's how you do it. Other than that, there's a lot of good sprays out there. This one is specific for glass, and there probably is a couple of others, but I'm very, very impressed with this on my glassware that I'm doing. Because of it being such a short graphic that I'm doing, and all this is words, it works out outstandingly. And so, different glass, different things. I think I'm doing this on crystal, and it worked out real well on crystal as well, or crystal-like, whatever that is. But yeah, just, if you've got a few frog skins, I'm not endorsed by Cermark. I'm not endorsed by anybody. I'm barely endorsed by myself. Check these things out. Try out different sprays. I've got several different sprays for different things. And some work, some don't. Some I've had for years. And then stuff like this I've only had for a couple of weeks. So it boils down to what you want to do and what you're looking at doing. But I appreciate the time. I apologize if this is long and involved, but I wanted you all to get the full information. Again, make sure you follow your safety protocols. Spray outside or near a vented area. If you've got a paint booth or what have you that you're doing Cerakote or Duracoat or whatever, you could do it there. It dries real quick. Do kind of a moderate thickness on there, where you're not reading the newspaper through it, but thick enough or thin enough to where you're not wasting product. Other than that, this stuff works. This stuff right here, I'm gonna probably start doing it on a lot more glassware or glasswork. Even going with this kind of a charcoal look on there, I'm not mad about. But again, this is Rick with VV Laserworks. I hope you all have a great day. If you have any questions, put them down below in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Now, I can't answer to anything above 30 watt, except just tell you, hey, if you've got light burn, just run the materials test and narrow it down. Find something and just home in right into that and see what works for you. But other than that, Hope you all have a great day, and if you can't be silent, be deadly. I'll talk to you later.